Hey everyone, David C. Anderson here coming at you from the Knife Center. And now that we're about a week into the new year, it's time to take one last look at 2019. Let's check out some of our favorites from the last year. These are the best knives, including some classic models and cool new ones, based on how popular they were with you, our customers. Let's check them out. So two Spydercos made our list of most popular folders this year, and it's no surprise they're both highly refined EDC knives. They're actually fairly similar in size, proving that it's a size that just plain works for everyday carry. The first is the Para 3 Lightweight, the lightest and friendliest version of the Millie family yet, and it's the first one to come in under $100 as well. It has bidirectionally textured FRN handles which offer a ton of traction, and it comes with a subtle wire deep carry clip that is reversible, so you can carry the knife on either side with ease. Spyderco's compression lock makes easy one-handed use, and you can even keep your fingers out of the path of the blade, which is quite nice. The large Spydey hole works well for easy opening, and a full flat grind makes this knife a very efficient cutter. My favorite part about this knife, though, is one of those signature Spyderco design elements, this finger choil right here, which lets it stay nice and small when folded up. But when opened, it still allows for a full 4 fingers to have a nice solid grip. Our second Spyderco on this list is a KnifeCenter exclusive of a classic model, the Native 5 with smooth G10 handles and a crew wear blade. This knife actually has many of the same elements that make the Para 3 so successful, but on an even sturdier platform. It has that same style of finger choil, letting you get right up behind the edge and get a full grip on the handle. It's got that full flat grind, that nice blade opening hole, only it doesn't have a thumb ramp behind the hole in this case. Whereas that thumb ramp on the Para 3 lets you push forward a bit with your thumb, some may prefer the cleaner lines provided by the design of the Native 5. Where this version of the Native 5 goes a step further than the Para 3 Lightweight, we actually have a full metal backspacer behind the mid-mounted lockback, and combined with those G10 handles, you have a lot more rigidity than the Lightweight FRN. This knife also adds a 4-position pocket clip so that you can carry it based on any clip preference. With so many ambidextrous features, this is actually a great EDC pocket knife option for just about anyone out there. It's got a solid performing steel, it's made in the USA, and the smooth G10 really needs to be held to be appreciated. It really does add something extra over their standard textured G10. So another classic model made the list this year, and it made the list in its classic form, the Buck 110 Folding Hunter. This knife has undeniably enduring appeal, and it's even better this year since they've switched back to real ebony wood for the inlays. They're actually partnering with Taylor Guitars, who use the material in their fingerboards, so that they can get the maximum use out of that raw material. The blade comes in their classic clip point profile, and it's made with 420 HC stainless steel with their famous heat treat. Brass bolsters pair with the wood for a traditional look, and this is no less a classic today than it was 50 years ago. That said, they have updated the line to keep up with the times, and their new slim versions of their flagship folder have proven very popular as well. I myself have carried this 110 Slim Pro this past year. The slim versions are upgraded with thinner scales, either FRN, micarta, or black G10 on this particular version. It also comes with a deep carry pocket clip and dual opening thumb studs on a slightly modified blade shape, which even makes the jump to S30V on this particular knife. No matter which one strikes your fancy, you're going to be part of a rich heritage that still endures today with the 110 Folding Hunter. Now, the 110 is not the only greatest hit that's still making waves this year. You all are still buying the Kershaw Leak in droves, and leading the pack was the standard model right here. It has stainless steel handles, a frame lock for security, snappy speed-safe assisted opening action, and Sandvik's excellent 14C28N steel. It sharpens easily, takes a very fine edge, and it holds it better than most other affordable knives out there. It's a phenomenal, slim, everyday carry knife that looks pretty classy too. It's definitely a favorite among the KnifeCenter staff. I myself have owned several. The knife is thin and precise, and it's adept at daily cutting tasks, and honestly it's all that many people really need in a good pocket knife. It even looks kind of fancy in this standard configuration, which makes it a good gentleman's knife option too. But if you want something even fancier, there are plenty of upgraded Leaks available, including liner lock versions with anodized aluminum handles, higher-end blade steels and handle materials, and even glow-in-the-dark carbon fiber right now. Another Kershaw made a big splash this year, and you can only get this knife from us. This is the Kershaw Rove. and it's hard to overstate how good a deal this knife is at just under 18 bucks. You're going to be hard-pressed to find a better all-around hard-working everyday carry pocket knife for the money. It's got speed-safe assisted opening, just like the Leak, and a broad sweeping blade of 8CR13 MOV stainless steel. With a flat grind and a deep swedge along the spine, the cutting geometry of this knife is phenomenal. It slices through efficiently, and the relief provided by the swedge allows it to move very smoothly through material since it's reducing drag on the spine. And the handle is a nice size too. It's not too big or too small, it fills the hand without emptying your wallet. And as far as budget knives go, the Kershaw Rove definitely casts a big shadow. Next up is another KnifeCenter exclusive, the Victorinox Swiss Army Pioneer X, in your choice of red or black A-LOX handles. The aluminum construction on these A-LOX handles is sturdier than the classic red Celador handles, which makes them even more durable in the long run. The Pioneer X takes the standard Pioneer toolset of the blade, awl, can opener, and cap lifter, and adds a pair of their famous pocket scissors, which makes this a very well-rounded option from Victorinox. Now, the standard A-LOX versions of this knife always looked good, but a Swiss Army knife ought to be red, shouldn't it? This model looks its best for sure in our intense exclusive red color. And in fact, it actually looks excellent with our next knife as well. This next knife is no surprise, it's the Benchmade Bugout, spurred on by our KnifeCenter exclusive version with the black coated blade and red battle wash handles. This is a slim, lightweight knife, only about 2 ounces in fact, and it's got a versatile S30V blade, which makes this a fantastic everyday carry. And these KnifeCenter exclusive battle wash versions are undoubtedly the best looking factory made bugouts to date. A reversible deep carry pocket clip allows you to carry it super easily and unobtrusively, and the blade is nice and thin with a high flat grind, making it an excellent slicer. The Grivery handles feature a red base with a tumbled black finish over the top of it, revealing the red below, and it coordinates with the red barrel spacers and thumb studs. This knife looks instantly at home with your most used tools, and as it wears, it's going to look even better over the years. Lastly is something just for fun, the Cold Steel FGX balisongs. Now there are no metal parts in these, they're made entirely out of Grivex plastic, and they even flip well enough for what they are. There's 2 versions, a Tonto and a double-edged spear point with serrated edges. Now they're not exactly good cutters, but the tips are actually very effective. And even though Cold Steel doesn't market these as a trainer balisong, I definitely think that they're a worthy option, especially since they can be had for less than 13 bucks right now. They're great for practicing tricks, and you're not going to have to worry about dropping your expensive butterfly knife and damaging it in the process. And they're not going to hurt you as much as a live steel blade if you make a mistake either. And you all must agree because you bought an absolute ton of them this year. Last but not least is the old Hickory hunting knife. Now I chose this as my favorite thing from SHOT Show last year, and you all obviously agreed because you keep clearing our shelves as soon as we get them in. This 5.5-inch version of their butcher knives comes with a leather sheath, and it all goes out the door for just under 20 bucks, doing what their customers have been doing as mods for years to their butcher knives, ready to go right from the factory. And I've said it before, if you don't know what's so great about an old Hickory, you really are missing out. 1095 steel, hardwood handles, American construction, and a great platform for modification at a fantastic price. So that's it for our most popular knives of 2019. What did you all think? If you disagree, well, it was you guys buying it, so you've really only got yourselves to blame. Be sure to let us know what your favorite purchases were in 2019 down in the comments, and to get your hands on any of the knives you saw here, you can click the links in the description. I'm David C. Anderson from the KnifeCenter, signing off. See you next time. That's stupid.
I agree.
I had it, my tongue was doing weird things. On a slightly modified,
Using that.
they know what I'm talking about. As opposed to the ability to press forward with your thumb. But let me do that again.